Ebo. Today we're going to be doing VW T4 2001 handbrake cable replacement. The front cable is frayed. I'll show you a picture how bad it's gone. But we're going to be replacing the front cable. It's only a VW part only in the UK. So if you need one, you have to go to VW. They're not bad, it's only £24. So this is what we're going to use. Come on down. We're going to use mold grips, maybe a 15, more than likely a 13 spanner, a pry bar just to get the brackets out, goggles because we're going to be looking up under the van, a set of ramps. You can do it off a jack with axle stands, but I've managed to borrow a pair of ramps for today. And then the parts are the main handbrake cable, if I get the cord for you. That's the order codes. And then also my return spring was missing, so there's the code. So the handbrake cable and the return spring only came to £25, so bargain. So we'll get him up on the ramps and we'll crack on. I got my helper today with me, young, thin and smelly, Logan. Right, we got the ramps set up, one each side, and what we've done, we've pushed the ramps forward against the tyre, but making sure that we got the tyre centered on the ramp, and also that the edge of the ramp is in line with the van. You don't want your ramp skewed off one side or the other because it'll come off the ramp, so make sure that the ramp is in line. So Logan's going to direct me back and we'll reverse onto the ramps. Right, so we got him up on the ramps. Most important is to chock the front wheel, both wheels if you can, one at the very limit. You don't want that rolling forward. So we'll take you under the van now and you can see the frayed cable and how bad he is. Right, underneath now, as you can see from the cable, pretty badly frayed. There's not much left on there. So I've left the handbrake off for now. We've got to try winding off the adjuster plastic nut first. That holds the return spring onto there, so we've got to put that back on, but we've got to try undoing the adjuster nut to get this off and then pry the cable out of the two sockets. I've checked the new cable for length and he seems to be the right length, so we'll have a look with the goggles on. So the crap don't go in your eyes. What did I do with the spanner? Yeah. Right, so I think it's a 1/2 inch spanner, 13mm. So we want to see if we can wind him off, which I don't think he's going to do. I think he's going to snap by here, which, providing this will go through, I'm not bothered. What I have got up top is some mold grips. I lock some mold grips on, and that then should allow me to wind that nut off. So we're on a road here, so we've got to be careful of our legs sticking out. Right, there he goes. So we'll wind this off. You're getting tight right towards the end. Right, that's the nut off. Take the mold grips off. Take them off the rear. Right, so these now pry down and out. Can you see what I'm doing? Like that. Same with the front one. This one you may need a pry bar to pry them down, because you can be in there tight. So Logan will stop the video for now and give me the pry bar and we'll pry him off. Start? Yep. Right, I've unclipped the front top cover. This bottom cover you need to push forward and then lift up, and that comes unclipped as well. Now the cable comes up through the floor onto this hook. Can you see that hook? So pull him up, and there's a spring clip in front holding that on. So I may have to get some pliers just to get that clip out of the way. So I'll get some pliers and we'll come back. Right, I'm underneath now. I've pulled the old cable through. That's the hole over the top of the fuel tank that goes up into the cab. So I've got to push the end with the rubber now up into that hole and then pick him up inside the cab. So I'll feed that through and then we can have a look top side. Right, so we've removed the handbrake cable, the handbrake itself. There's only two 13mm nuts just to give us access. You can see now where the cable clips onto, and that little, what I thought was a spring clip, was a cable tie just stopping the cable from jumping off. So I pushed the new cable through that hole like we just saw. I'm going to clip him onto the handbrake, and then I'm going to use a cable tie as well, just wrapped round, just to stop that from jumping off the actual lever. So it's a bit fiddly because it's tight for space, but we'll get there. I may have to put more than one cable tie on, but we'll see. See, that's stopping that then from jumping forward off that clasp. Can you see that? So I'll just nip that cable tie off so he's not in the way of anything. Careful not to snag any of these wires, and what I got to do now is push that rubber down so it seats in the opening. That's the seal for inside. It's a bit awkward, tight for space, but what I'll do is I'll pull him back up the line a little bit. Like that. So what we'll do then, we'll put the handbrake back in place. Careful that we're not trapping any of our wires. I jumped off, so we may have to put in another cable tie just to secure that. I have got a thicker one here, so I'll have a look at that. I don't know whether this is a problem with the handbrakes or it's a design fault, but I don't know. We'll have a look at it. So we'll have a try of that. So that should go through. That goes back down. I'm not catching any cables. Right, so we can put the nuts back on. They can be tightened back down, and then we'll jump underneath and we'll have a look at doing the grommets and everything underneath. Okay, we're underneath. I've pushed the rubber back up. We got our first clip with the bevel facing down. That's going to be pushed up and in. Like that. got to get him just right in these clips. There's the old crowbar, just give me a little tap tap. That's him, he's seated. Next one along. Just give him a little tap, don't go mental. That's him, see? So that's effectively the handbrake back in place. So we just got to put the adjuster nut back on now.
It's under your rat there.
Which I suppose we could get a new nut for him. The old one seems to be going on okay, so he goes through the adjuster. Now what we'll do before I tighten this up and adjust is we'll go and nip the 2 bolts up on the handbrake, make sure that the handbrake is down, and we'll start tightening him up. Right, so I've adjusted the handbrake up now so they got 3 notches and it holds. I've put the retaining holder and the return spring on to the little clip on the chassis, so that when the handbrake is let down, this pulls on the cable just to keep the handbrake down to the floor so that the light and the alarm doesn't go. So that is the fitment of the front section of the handbrake cable. I've checked the roll of the van and I've checked the handbrake pull, and it's all set off that nut. You tighten the nut in to pull more on the handbrake cable, out for less. So there you go. I hope this video helps you. I'll give you a quick look at the cable I've just taken off for you to see how bad it had gone. So if I bring you out, so there you can see now the old cable, how bad she'd gone, literally just ready for snapping. So I'll end the video. Hope it helps. Please click like, subscribe, comment, let me know. Thank you, people.